In 2013, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and it was a devastating blow to me. I gained 54 pounds in 3 months, and finally, after a year of hard work, I was able to drop the 54 pounds. I found a program and worked out, and after a long year, the weight was gone. But most importantly, it allowed me to do something I hadn't been able to do before, which was carry a viable pregnancy. And this was truly amazing to me. It had been 3 years that I couldn't do that, and I'd always wanted to be a mom since I was a little girl. I decided that during my pregnancy, I was going to be as healthy as possible. I was going to watch my food intake. I ate clean. I made sure that I had physical activity every single day. I really wanted to make sure I was doing right by my baby and my body during pregnancy. And the result of that was at 9 months pregnant, I had only gained 15 pounds. So when I went in to give birth to my son, it was a shock to me when he came out as an 8-pound baby. So I didn't really gain a lot of weight at all in my pregnancy. Harrison was born in January 7th, 2017, and I was ecstatic. My body responded really well to postpartum. I had a really quick recovery, and within 20 days, I was able to fit back into my clothes that I wore pre-pregnancy. I decided to maintain a healthy lifestyle and work out and really make sure that I was staying healthy for my child. At my 8-week postpartum, I was 5 pounds less than I was when I got pregnant. And at my 12-week postpartum, I was even less than that. And I felt great. I had no postpartum symptoms. My doctor wanted me to come in for extra screenings because I have Hashimoto's, and with the hormone imbalances and my family history with depression, he was really worried about postpartum depression setting in with me. But I felt great, I looked great, I was the healthiest I had been in years, and everything was going great until around 16 weeks postpartum, when all of my postpartum symptoms started to hit. My hair was falling out in clumps, my mood destabilized completely. I started self-medicating by eating my feelings, by going out and getting sugary, carby drinks, by drinking wine every night. I wound up breaking out in cystic acne. My autoimmune flared up like crazy. I had psoriasis patches start forming all down my body, and when I went for help in October, I had gained 35 pounds. I was so crushed by this. I had just spent 2 years getting my health back under control, and I had let it all go within just 6 months. I decided after I got on medication for postpartum that I was going to really work on myself. I started my 21-day program. I really honed in my nutrition. I woke up every morning at 5 a.m. to work out at 6 a.m. I started to eat low carb and really watch my fat intake, really watch every single calorie that went into my body. I didn't drink alcohol. And when I went in for my 30-day weigh-in, imagine how devastated I was to find out I gained 3 pounds and my BMI increased. I decided not to give up. I still continued working out. I dialed my nutrition in even more. I decided to do a harder workout program. I was miserable. I went low carb, low fat. My meals were basically nothing. I was trying to get myself healthy again, and it didn't work. I gained another 2 pounds from that. And at my son's first birthday, I hid my body under a poncho because while I was there, I was now 15 pounds heavier than the day I went in to deliver him. My autoimmune went crazy. My joints started flaring up. My arthritis burned. I started breaking out even worse in psoriasis patches all down my back. My physical body completely turned on me, and I felt hopeless. That's when my doctor suggested I start the ketogenic diet. I was really afraid to do it because I thought, how can this work? I couldn't wrap my head around the science. But I worked with a nutritionist and I decided to trust the process. And I had keto flu for the first 14 days. And I didn't realize how carb-laden and sugar-heavy my diet was. After being on keto for 10 days, I started feeling much better, but I wasn't really impressed with the way I looked. And that was when I decided to add exogenous ketones into my health regimen, and that is when everything changed. I still kept with my ketogenic diet. I stayed under 26 net carbs, but I just added ketones every day, and I couldn't believe the difference. I had energy. I started sleeping better at night. I could focus. My mood was stabilizing. My psoriasis was clearing up. My face cleared up. And I was just amazed that in 10 days difference, I could just see this phenomenal change in myself. I could still eat foods that didn't leave me wanting anything. I still drank wine during this 10 days. I made sure that I included exciting recipes that made me want to eat food, unlike other programs where, you're counting containers and you don't want to go over what you can have. Here, I just felt sated all the time. And the ketones kept me in ketosis. I never came out of it, even drinking wine, even having these amazing meals. And when the end of that 10 days came up and I was coming on 20 days total of being on keto, my results were insane. I never see results like this. My body just doesn't change. These are results that took me 4 months to get on other programs. Within 14 days of using ketones, this is what I looked like. This is real. This is me. This is unbelievable. Every time I look at these pictures, I am blown away. This is just 14 days, 15 days, 16 days of being on exogenous ketones, eating food I loved, having snacks that sated me. I woke up in the morning happy and full of energy, and I just felt amazing. I feel amazing. And if I can do this, anyone can do this. I have arthritis. I have Hashimoto's. I am on medication for postpartum depression. And here I am getting these results, fitting into clothes I couldn't wear. 30 days ago, they couldn't fit over my thighs. And I just want everyone to know that they can feel this good. They can eat this good. They can sleep this good. Everyone deserves to feel like this. So I started a free group on Facebook under Modified Macros, and I have all of my meal plans. I have all of my recipes. I have everything I did. And if I can do it as a hot mess mom, anyone can do this.